I see a lot of videos talking about how to hide or camouflage your tummy area. But for me, it's always been the hips. How can I slim the hips just with the magic of clothing? So I thought today I would share with you 7 ways I found over the years to help me look like I have a little bit more slender hips than I actually do. And I know some of you might be like, you don't have big hips, Angela, but for my frame, I feel like I do. So I'm always looking at what can I do to kind of slim that a bit. So the first thing I want to talk about, and I know a lot of you, this might be the easy one because a lot of us can see it so visually. If you have wider hips, what you want to look for is a dress that draws in your waist more and then flares out under the waist. Look at how much slimmer my waist looks in this, my hips look in this dress compared to the more bodycon style dress. And that's a cute dress, okay? If you don't have a hippie problem, that kind of dress is really cute. It's in right now. And actually what I'm wearing right now is part of another kind of tighter dress. And again, look at the way my hips look in this dress compared to something that is more flared out after the waistline. So always look for an A-line dress, a fit and flare dress, because that will definitely slim your hips down way more than getting something that's gonna hug up against your skin. Do you want to come say hi? He just wanted to come say hi and show you his new haircut. Do you want to say, oh, let's see. Aw, all right, say bye-bye. Okay. The next thing that I've noticed has made a huge difference are the way that your stripes are going. Now, I don't always follow this rule. I have found things with a horizontal stripe like this that I actually like. But on the majority of the time, take a look at the difference between wearing vertical stripes and wearing horizontal stripes on my hip area. Look at how the horizontal stripes, it just makes that area look wider, stand out. And again, of course, it's because the dress is a little tighter up against my skin as well. Even if it wasn't, it's still drawing your eye from right to left. And now take a look at the dress with the vertical lines. Doesn't that help to slim down my hips a little bit? Now this is a little tighter of a dress. It is a fit and flare, but it's a tighter fit and flare. And I just want you to see the difference of vertical stripes on that hip area and how it's making it look way slimmer than putting horizontal stripes on your hips. The next little trick I've learned over time really has to do with the width of your jeans. Now this wide leg jean trend is beautiful for us ladies that have a wider hip area because it balances out the waist all the way down. So it minimizes and slims your hips. So if you weren't liking wide leg jeans before, you may want to try them now because it will help you in that area. Now look at the difference between what I look like with a pair of wider leg jeans on compared to just even having a pair of straight leg jeans on. And back in the day, I would wear the skinny where they would even be more enhanced. My hips would be more enhanced at that point. But there is a trick I'm going to be talking about a little later. If you want to wear those skinny jeans or even straight leg jeans, to help minimize your hips when you're wearing those even more. The next trick is also a really good one. So what I've noticed when I wear a darker bottom, whether it be a pant or a jean, my hips look slimmer in that than they do with a lighter kind of bottom, a white pant, a light wash jean. So take a look. I'm showing you the difference with the same pair of pants. The first one is a beige pair, tan, whatever, and it doesn't look bad, but look at the difference between what my hips look like wearing this lighter color on the bottom compared to those same pants in a darker olive. Now this works with black or, a darker wash jean. It's really, all of this is really just a trick to the eye to have the area of the body that you are not in love with as much trying to kind of slim it down a bit, really to the eye. And then to kind of put the cherry on top, if you pair those darker bottoms with a lighter colored top, it kind of automatically draws attention up to that lighter color. Their eyes are drawn upward instead of downward. Another tip to keep in mind is pocket placement, whether we're talking dress or pants. We've all had those dresses that we've tried on in the past, right? That maybe it's a flimsier material. It's like that jersey knit material in a dress. And the pockets will tend to stand out more anyway. So that's another thing to keep your eye out when you're out shopping and you see this dress that you love on yourself, but if the pockets are not quite right and they're making your hips look wider instead of slimmer, that's a no bueno. I think this kind of goes along with the last tip also, your fabric quality. If you have a more structured denim on, let's say, or a material that's just a little thicker, that will help to slim down that hip area rather than, let's say, wearing a clingy, loose, very thin material. That kind of makes all the lumps and bumps pop out or really accentuates the areas that you don't want accentuated. Even if it's on the stomach area, you know how that looks, right? That thinner material, it just doesn't help to hold anything in or hide anything. It is the same exact thing going on with your hips. So more structured material will help to slim your hips down. All right, the next trick, when you're wearing straight leg pants or you're wearing a pair of skinnies, here's something that you can do to still give your hips that slimmer appearance. What I have found over time is when I'm wearing, let's say, a layering piece that is at or above hip level in that type of pant, my hips will definitely look bigger in those pants with that type of cardigan and that height. Now let's take a look at something that's longer, that will come below your hip area. Look at how that draws the waist in a little bit, but then also balances out the proportion. So that length of a top is really working out beautifully to kind of trick the eye into giving your body more balance. If you're also a lady that's got some wider hips and I missed a tip that you found that's really worked well for you, leave it down in the comment section for us, please, so that we can all benefit from your knowledge. I hope this video was helpful for you, and until next time, my friends, stay beautiful on the inside and out.